was born and brought up here at number 3 Nightingale Road, and I don't recognise a single bit of Guildford now, not one bit, not even the train station, funnily enough, but it's lovely to be back.
Now the house wasn't only called 3 Nightingale Road, it was also called Cruby, meaning the house on the hill, because...
That's Gaelic for house on the hill, because my father was from Glasgow, a radiologist, and we had patients to the house actually. And my mother was from Hampshire. So anyway, I was very local. I went to the Guildford High School. I wonder if there's anybody here I went to school with. If there is,
my next question.
Sorry, jumping the gun as always.
So your parents, now your mother came from Godalming or somewhere nearby, didn't she?
Hartley Whitney.
Hartley Whitney. I knew it was one of those very posh places. And in fact, I've done Celia's family tree, and she doesn't really talk about this much, but her mother is so posh. Her father came from the Gorbals. He lived in a tenement in the Gorbals, and then, you know, made himself into a doctor and everything. But her mother was second cousins to the Queen Mother. So we just did a quick massacre of a lot of the royal family. We could have her as the Queen. It would be such fun. We were both understudies at the Royal Shakespeare Company, so we weren't really actresses, but we sort of were.
But both of us nearly didn't do it, you see, because we were so keen to have proper parts that the idea of understudying was not quite it. No. I was the tea girl also, but I'm jolly glad we did.
So Celia was the ASM, that's assistant stage manager, so she made the tea and all of that sort of thing, and we were both understudies. I understudied Glenda Jackson, and Celia understudied
Pat Wicks, Pam St Clement, who's remained, well, they both remained great friends, haven't they, since?
But Pam St Clement was playing, legit then, you see, it wasn't soap actress, she was then playing Bertha, the maid, in Hedda Gabler. And one of your jobs, Celia, on that tour, being the ASM, was that you had to bring people in the stage door to Glenda, because Glenda used to wait every night after the show and sign anyone's autograph that they wanted. And she just got her second Oscar at the time, so she really was the most famous actress in the world. And she used to sit in the theatre frequently for sort of 2 hours after playing Hedda Gabler, sometimes like, twice in a day.
Which is like the equivalent of Hamlet,
yeah. And sign autographs just forever and ever and ever. But, so in Australia that was pretty boring, escorting people. But once we got to Hollywood, it became quite a different job, and I was ever so jealous of you.
Because I used to, I promise you, I used to lead in, well, you can help me remember all the people. Barbara Stanwyck, Betty Davis, I shook hands with. Greg Garson, Keith Michel.
Douglas Fairbanks.
Yes, I mean, I promise you, they all came in. It was truly marvellous.
Sarah Miles, George Segal, Walter Matthau, every famous film star you've ever heard of, honestly, they all came through that stage door, and Celia had to lead them through across the stage.
Sort of walking backwards, usually, don't you?
And in the time off, you and Pam and some other people, I can't remember who, all came up to me. I had a place in Birmingham where I'd been to university, and you met one of my university friends.
I did, and we watched her win, because you had the only colour television of all the friends we knew. So we all crowded round.
It's techno freak, you see, so I had to have this colour telly. And everyone used to come to my house to watch it. So.
To watch Fidelis's university friend win New Faces. And who was it? Victoria Wood. Yes, exactly. And that's all thanks to Fidelis that I met Victoria. And the rest is history, as you know. But I had a great time at the beginning of my career, all thanks to my father and his Scottish lilt, because whenever called upon, I could remember his accent in my head. But he had a Glaswegian accent, and for this, I had to learn an Aberdonian accent. And I don't know if anybody is familiar with the Aberdonian accent, but it's completely different. You can't start off from Glaswegian, because all the vowels completely change. Like, for instance, handbag becomes handbag. Going becomes game. And if ever you're learning an Aberdonian accent, please don't ever ask anybody to sack your pianist.